Hi there. I'm Brad Fraser. I'm Brad Fraser. We're back. Maybe. The internet is not cooperating very much. But hey, maybe. Ish. Esque. Alright, cool. Thank you. What's that, honey? Okay. Yes, we're back on the moon. Thank you. Hello. Our broadcast is not the best because, of course, we are on the moon. But we are doing the best we can. Thank you for sticking around for the technical difficulties. All right, so you said that there is a NPC I can talk to that'll help me get where I'm going faster. I'm interested in your 10-step program. How can we get that done? You can't get to me. Right. I'm sorry. Our server is too busy. So she can't get to me to help me. You are on my server? Well, why can't you get to me? It won't let you on the moon on a different server. That's unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. Talking about Cosmic Fortune Counter. How can I be of assistance? Kind of want to draw a Cosmic Fortune, but we're not going to do that right now. Bless you, kitty. Oh man, we're so close to getting cosmic research done for fishing. Just so very close. Alright, so Northwest Water Station. Meanwhile, my kitten keeps giggling. Like, no, I know! It's so sad. Coming to help, and Yoshi said, no help. He must do it on his own. You may not help him. But please, no. Figure it out your own damn self. Like, okay, cool, thanks. Good talk. Still help, Yoshi. You wait. Just you wait, Yoshi. Just you wait. Henry Higgins. All right, what do we got here? So, you can't stop the signal, Mal. All right, no, not Cosmic Fortunes. Whispering Willow. Peter Krolins, what an honor to speak with you. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. Citizen Dorm is what we call this crater we occupy. Believe it or not, we've got a fairly stable living environment nestled in here. They say Nimingway dreamt up the name and its meaning, fitting considering he did the same for countless landmarks in Marlem and Torm some 1,000 years ago. For a blessing, this place has ready access to stellar currents, making it an ideal port of harbor starship. I'm told they're akin to ethereal currents, so you can find back home. Nice. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draw a Cosmic Fortune. Because I can. Welcome to the Cosmic Fortune Counter. How can I be of assistance? Draw Cosmic Fortune. Select roulette. I get a vacuum suit identification key, metallic dart, blue dye, cunning materia, or stellar opportunity. Let's start. Metallic dart, blue dye. I'll take it. Yes, another one. NPC Alero Mech Ops. Oh yes, I've seen that guy. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yes. Starto. Thank you. Magic Prism. Time to throw it in the garbage immediately. Remember, fortune is always a few credits away. Okay. So, this business. What the heck is that? Okay, yeah, I don't actually hate that. Request a Pally application from him, right. Under where you can travel to the ground support zone. Nice. Very nice. You're being attacked by your cat. Yeah. Okay, so the cats like to get in my lap and, like, they try to bite my fingers down to nubs, right? For my wife, what they do is they crawl on, they get on top of her chair and they just aggressively cuddle her head with their faces. And, yeah, it actually gets very adorable. Adorable, yes, but also kind of disruptive. Oh, wow, no 67. Okay, 68 is the goods. Pro. There. You click Stellar Return, go to him and click Travel to the Ground Support Zone. You can make it to the events faster. Indeed! That's fantastic. Thank you so much. You have once again provided assistance. Much needed and appreciated assistance. Thank you so very much. Really? We're still not? Are you sure? Okay. Whatever. Zoom goes the kitties. Yes, Adderall. Hey, bro. Go to the ground support zone. Nice. Alright, so what am I doing? I am killing time until the next red alert. And then we'll do the red alert. And at that point, I will skedaddle. I am heading the exact wrong direction. I meant to do that. I totally did. Totes. So yes, thank you for your help on that front. Yes, yes. Grab crystals. Well, let's do it. Yes, I want to apply as a pilot. Of course I do. Being ground support seems to cut me off of the internet. It's just twice now I've been kicked off. You know, I could just like skip the whole process and just go straight back. Why am I making this hard on myself? You know what the real tragedy is going to be? Is when I get into one of these as a mech driver, and then it it kicks me off the internet, and I don't get any of the credit for doing the work. Because we've now been kicked off the internet twice while doing these missions. Is sit. Application was not selected. Oop. Oop. Try that again. Everything a light touches is your kingdom. That's a screenshot. Oh. Like, why isn't it showing me anything? You haven't joined the event. Oh, yeah. I should probably do that. And I do enjoy the music. Good old classic Final Fantasy, baby. Will reach our requisition requirements with ease. Nice. Twofer. The nice thing is that, like, if I destroy something, it doesn't affect somebody else. Huzzah. Okay. Alright, I'm not too far off. Try not to fall into the giant hole, though. That might be bad. No. Okay, yes, I am heading the right direction. Hmm. Melancholia. I'm back. Sorry I had to help Kiddo. Very proud of himself. He gave himself his own meds. Hopefully he was supposed to have those meds? Okay, good. I'm just imagining like playing a game and a kid comes up and like, I took my own medicine, and you're like, you what? Allergy meds, okay. Yes, taking their own meds while you're supervising, that's awesome. Something very, very much to be proud of. Taking their own meds and just telling you about it later, it's like, like I'm glad that you did that. Yes, I'm glad that you are self-sufficient. I'm terrified of the potential implication. But good job. Hopefully this won't involve stomach pumping. Come on, Peter. Yeah, one more, man. You got 6 minutes to catch some other thing. I'll come help. Comes around and said, no worries, I took it myself. And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
What?
What? I'm sorry. What? I'm going to need you to repeat what you just said. And please, say something less terrifying. Oh, come on, Peter. We've got the same 3 fish over and over again. I just need one more type of fish. You know what? I can change bait. That's the problem. Yes, that is the problem. Okay. I'm over here like, come on, Peter, what are you doing, man? You're messing it up. Yeah, I'm using the same bait. Of course, we're catching the same dang fish. I'm the smart person. I still have like 5 minutes to get this right. I just, it's like, why am I not catching anything new? What's wrong? Something's wrong. Come on, man. You got this. You got this. Bro. Watching that clock tick down, and I just quickly caught 3 different fish, like the first 3 tries, and now I'm catching the same fish. Heart attack mode still activated. Yeah, I imagine. And I didn't catch 3 different fish in the first 3 casts, and then failed this mission because I can't catch a 4th one. If that was going to happen here. Is there a mooch option? What is the problem here? I'm going to try the weird bait option and see if that helps catch a new thing. So far it hasn't. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds to catch something different. Solar flarefish. Okay. Cool. Stellar return. Let's level up our fishing. What's it? Welcome to Thousand Fortune Combo. How can I help you? You can't. Oh, okay. Good talk. Welcome to Interplanetary Research Station. Happy to have your data reported. Yes, I'd like to report my fishing data. With your help, the empty fishing data will not complete. Oh, right. Then be sure to try the newly enhanced Cosmic Tool. With your help, we're officially reaching a new stage of research, and you know what that means. We're all in need of all new data. Check your Excel tablet for the details. Cool. Good talk, bro. Is there not a red alert? I haven't been doing anything because I've been expecting the red alert to drop any time. And it most definitely has not been doing that. Okay. I go zoom, says the kitty. You can york if you want to know. I was being funny. Huzzah. Uh-huh. Like I said, there are non-Starfleet uniforms available as well. Higher level research requires data of profound intricacy. Either you're capable of the task or, well, research matches are based on those of the studio, you know. Exactly. Uh-huh. Collectibles. No, thank you. Limited bait. Two sounds way too easy. Well, doesn't matter because we're applying for piloting anyway. Now you get to sit and wait for the event to start. Hooray! Casey Cake is doing the hoppy thing. Whee! Whee! They're having fun. That's what's important. I'm just waiting for red alert. I like how fast you can get there with the NPC. Yep, it is nice. Pilot selection has concluded. Unfortunately, you suck. It's like, aww. No, you're absolutely right. Being able to get there instantly is great. I didn't get selected. It's okay. I'll get over it eventually. Still not over it though. Just, I can't understand why I'm not good enough. Completely floored. I'm a warrior of light. I've destroyed everything that you needed me to. I'm gonna be okay. Maybe. Just sad, that's all. It's okay, I'm over it. I'm totally over it. I wonder if being covered in spores is good for me. Probably. I'm sure it's fine. Once more, that is when it dropped the amount of people grinding. I missed the bottom of what you said, and I'm stuck in the middle of this. So unfortunately, I lost what you were saying. Targets have been confirmed. Pilots, stay alert. Cannot carry any more handfuls of sponge ash. 100 points toward the mech objective. So apparently I was supposed to be turning this in. The glowing stations. Up complete. All right. Having so much fun. Mm-hmm. All right. I think the ecological survey is even more my speed. Okay, I now know how those lines work. So I know how to read that. To see how the little bullseye works. It would help if I'm going to the correct spot. Okay. All right. We have 3 out of 4. Catch the 4th one and we wins. Got it. And next job item quest has been completed. Okay. So let us buy better gear, shall we? Level 68. Did I take my pills this morning? Not this morning. Okay, I need to take them then. Alright. Cool. None of that stuff I just bought was worth wearing. That's cool. It's like, oh, this is all better. Doesn't matter. It's not as good. What? I don't understand. It's like, exactly. Well, that's not very nice. Oh wow, Class B missions are level 90, which I cannot wear at the moment. Thank you. You finish your pills, now time for my pills. We're just some old people taking our pills, don't mind me. Yes, supplements, vitamins, things to make sure you don't get bad thingies or whatever's, you know, that sort of thing. Cute kitty. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm gonna make some adorable cat sounds if that's alright. You're like, yeah, that'd be great. Honey, you're about to fall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just hot. It's
She's like, oh man, I need your lap. It's fine. Oh, it got a gold scar. Okay. That worked well. Barely even tried and got a gold star like first go. That's a good problem to have. Hello, sweetheart. I heard you. Just gentle. Hi. Mm-hmm. She's a sweetie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she didn't want to have anything to do with us. Don't you dare come close to me. was Marzipan. And now she's just like, you are my favorite people ever, and I love you so much. Kitty has decided we're acceptable after all. She likes to suck my thumb.
That's more than
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Smokey does that some stuff where I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
He got over that when he said his son weird stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I would discourage him from sucking my thumb. These cats, whatever.
Yeah, they more want to gnaw on your fingers.
Mm-hmm. Gotta catch them all. Them in this sentence are the fish on the moon. Why wouldn't they be?
Everything else is there, huh?
Right.
Why won't it?
It just makes sense. How does that make sense? It just does. Like, I don't think it actually does. It does if you think about it. Well, I've thought about it, and that makes no freaking sense. Westward hot print. Maybe there was a giant bunny in the past. Inspired by some kind of carrot of happiness or other. Morale? Nobody loves me. I feel so underappreciated. Mm-hmm. Why doesn't anybody love me? We love you. Come over here. Hey there, Ben. What's up? Welcome.
Hi.
It's definitely a brainy kind of morning. So yes, I've discovered the joys of interplanetary exploration, which looks kind of like fishing, but don't let that fool you. Oh, come on, man. So I found a version of Final Fantasy XIV fishing that I don't mind, and that's the spear fishing. But if I have to fish in the traditional style, this is more acceptable because I at least am getting, you know, rewarded for it more. Oh man, I'm close to a gold star. I'm down for gold stars. So yeah, this is how we're leveling our fishermen. 1 minute yet to complete this mission. I might be able to rush and get the mech thingy. So one of my other viewers gave me a tip on how to quickly get to the missions, which is awesome. Hey! Gold star. Yeah, baby. Okay, I got 30 seconds to get to the mission, and I'm going to pull it off. And the reason I'm going to pull it off is because there's a dude up here I can just talk to and immediately teleport to where I'm going. Love gold stars. Oh, yes. He's awesome. Thank you for showing me that, Bernie. That saves me much time, and I can quickly go to the place, and I don't have to worry about, oh no, I can't do the thing. I need to get there quick and be good. Yeah, apparently I'm supposed to be turning in stuff, so I'm now going to be doing it properly, or more properly. So I'm going to be over here mining, as you do, you know, as a fisherman. I do like that we can both go after the same crystal and we both get it. It would really suck if you're like competing with other people for the same crystals. That'd get really annoying. New targets detected. 5 lists remain vigilant. We're done. Woof. Alright, I'm going to check the aquatic samples in a bit. Where's these? Yeah, I think the fastest option is just Stellar Return. So I thought that the red alert would be kind of fast, and it has not been. Like I had a red alert like first thing when I woke up. So I'm going to just wait. Not everyone is online yet. There. Oh, collectability. Is it fish eyes that makes you get collectible fish? I think it is. come on up. If you're coming, come up. Not everyone is a morning person like me. That's true. Yes. Wife's over here saying, I'm not. I'm aware, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Wife lives to stay up all night long. Alright, so I'm not collecting properly. So how do you collect with fish? Collect. Oh. Ha! Maybe I should use collect. Collectible fish. That makes sense. That I would use collect to collect collectible fish. Bro. I'm like hitting the button. Nothing's happening. Oh, do I have to do that before every? No, I just gotta turn it on. Oh, got it. Gold star. Awesome. Woot. Thank you. Ba, 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 ba. Nice. Okay, we have achieved level 69. Okay. Let's do a lunch emergency, now that I'm nowhere near where I need to be. So that's going to be a failure, because I didn't... Oh, bro, what did you... Ack. What did I do? The window size is off. Ah. It's fine. Turn off collectability. Since that won't actually help me in this case. Alright, let's go. Yeah, this is just a total failure. I don't think we're going to hit the time limit at all. Come on, let's go. Still get something. Alright. Lunch emergency. Okay, we can do that one again. Let's do it. Be much more likely to hit it this time. Oh, I didn't jump that time. Okay, can we get 2 in 40 seconds? So maybe. Oh yeah, I think we got it. As long as we reel this one in. Huzzah! Okay. Where's this one? Not here. Oh. That works. Size of fish will be scored. come on, man. Oh, yeah. It's not going to count. All right. I'm in the restroom. I'll be right back. Somehow or other, my shoelace got untied, so I'm going to fix that real quick. Pilot ops up, thank you. Yes, I missed that one. Appreciate it. It is just that alchemical one I need to finish. Hey, landed it. Just went off a couple seconds ago. That robo fly. This is not a drill. The mission is on. Go. Activate. Robo truck in this case, but details. Ah, who cares? You'll be fine. Let's see. Oh man, I did enough whining last time for not getting it that I managed to lose my sit. I have to get my stuff together again. My stuff. Water. Hurry! I need water. This is not a drill. This is a fire. I'll think about it. All right. Mm-hmm. Kitty's having a good time. Mm-hmm. All right. Alright, so after this mission, when I finally get this one up to the correct level, I'm gonna go do other Fisher stuff, because apparently Red Alert is not happening, because I've been waiting for Red Alert for 3 hours, and we've had no Red Alert. And I got stuffs to do. Oh. It would help if I start the actual mission. Moonballs! We're just going to leave that one. We're going to leave that one there. Yes, moonballs. You know, it's kind of cheesy, but those are the kind of jokes that make me giggle, at least inside. Rocco was saying on stream last night that they're on a 4 to 5 hour timer. Oh, okay. I missed that. So thank you for the info. These XL fish over here. Ah, yes, the Melancholia. Look at Pepper go min-max a couple times. They're on a timer at all. Yep. Yep. Yes, I remember him popping out a couple of times. I thought it was more more than just once. I thought he went a couple of times. We were only on stream for like 20 minutes. Hey, we got a gold star finally. All right. So I was mistakenly believing that we that he like left like twice in the 2 hours that we were streaming, and so that's why I was thinking it was every 2 hours, but if it's every 4 to 5 hours, then that'll work. Before I go, hit them on more than one server. Okay, well that makes sense. He did go twice. Okay. All right, so I remembered correctly. Select roulette. The one on the left is the one I want. Put them out. What do you mean? Uh-huh. Ah. Okay, got material, nice. That's good. Okay. So if I leave, do I get to keep my materials, or do I lose them all when I leave? Because I seem to recall y'all saying something along the lines of, if you leave, you lose all of your goodies. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for pointing that out. You didn't put it in.
Hmm.
You don't have one to
Thank you. Okay, how do I leave? This guy over here. These materials were in question. So what it sounded like was that, like, when you leave, you don't get to keep your tomes from this, like the moon money. Mm-hmm. Hoping that is false. Not clear which currency you mean there. Apologies. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So, like, okay, I'm gonna hit back. This is for science. I'm just checking to see. Do I lose all of the money when I leave? I did not lose all the money. It's right there. Okay. They had implied when they were talking about it last night that, like, the white tomes over there and the blue tomes, that those would vanish, like, when you leave the area, so you have to spend them before you go. But that does not appear to be the case, and I'm definitely down for that not being the case. So I'm not sure what they were talking about, because I clearly misunderstood them. Well, I'm not going to stay on the moon forever. I got things to do. Not sure which they you mean, or where the implications come from, but yeah, they don't vanish. Cool. Cool. Very good. That is an instance of, oh, I was mistaken. Good. Ah, there's the lead I was looking for. Now all we need to do is find... Where do you go? What is the meaning of this? Who is this strange shore walker? Ah, get a grip now, Gov. This is Peter, fast friend and one of the most accomplished anglers in the Eorzea. I reckon he'd be just the person to help me puzzle out your little predicament. This is Gov. We met fishing, or rather I was doing the fishing and he was more accidentally attaching his lower lip to my lure. Oh, that doesn't sound bad. I can tell what you're thinking. A fisherman and a Sahagin make for bizarre bedfellows, and it's true. We were tearing at each other's throats at first. But once we delved into a discussion of our love of the ocean deep, we became keenly conscious of just how much we have in common. You see, Gav here is searching for a stunningly spectacular specimen of fish which has distressingly disappeared from the seas of Lenosha. The shooting star of the sea, that's what the Sahagin have turned it in their tongue. Gav says that seeing whole schools of them sail through the sea with their sin-living scarlet scales is a spectacle of blissful beauty. It's a sight all the more precious because of their penchant for only appearing in particular seasons. Gov reckons that they're a roaming species that migrates after mating season. A roaming species that migrates after mating season to lay their eggs and nurture their newborns. At least they were, before they just packed up and puppered off to who knows where. Gov here wasn't going to take the matter of reclining on his rear. My classmation shift is simply the way of nature. The fish have simply died out or found a more desirable habitat. This I cannot accept. And so I embarked on the journey. I scoured the far reaches of the realm seas, where the a little too slobbery there. Where the shooting stars once appeared in such abundance, and I found a single fishing line with an inviting lure at its tip. Next thing I knew, I was wheeled in by Master Wawalugo here. At first, I was ready to gut him for having stolen such a beautiful creature from us, but he assured me he had done nothing of the sort. Apologies. Agonizes me to admit as much, but to tell the truth, I've never even laid eyes. Never even looked at my lookers on one of those shooting stars. They're half as handsome as sight as Gov says. It's a sorry shame he swallowed the supposition of their demise without doing the due diligence. Logo's allure for alliteration can make translating his talk extremely encumbering. Yes. Speaking his lines is like, okay. It's a challenge every freaking time. At the same time, I'm the guild master, and I can very well go gallivanting off to the far-flung frontier of the realm while Sisyphus does all the dirty work. So I decided to avail myself of the aid of a most astute assistant. And that'd be Pieter here. Forgive me if I am skeptical. Master Wawalugo, well, I know your knowledge of the sea is second to none. I do not know this shore walker from the scales on my back. Give me one good reason why I should trust him. Well, he saved your entire people, but other than that, I'm telling you, Pieter's as fine a fisher as anyone I've ever had the pleasure of calling my protégé. What's more, he's fast friends with some of your own kind, or haven't you heard? If anyone can find this fish of yours, it's him. If you would speak so highly of him, then I suppose I have no reason to object. And with that, I shall return to the search. Well, see ya. There you have it, Pieter. Ready to rove and ramble. You've done the rogue quests? I'm imagining your brain trying to read Jack aloud now. I've done them. I haven't done them with Pieter. I don't know that Pieter really fits the rogue thing. You know, there are a couple new jobs I was considering adding to Pieter, and rogue is one of them. Pieter thinks of himself as a hero, and like not in the vigilante style of hero, more of a classical style of hero, and a helper, a saver kind of person. And so I don't know that Rogue's Guild would be up his alley. I have done Rogue with another alt. Rogue's an odd gig for it, yeah. Reading the characters a lot is fun. But yeah, I haven't done that one with Pieter. Ready to rove and ramble the seas in the realm in search of the slippery shooting star? 'Cause I most assuredly am. But first, I'd best make a brief and fleeting foray back to Fisherman's Bottom. Sisyphus like to get suspicious if I sneak away for much longer. Alright. I don't remember which one's the right one. I think that's where I wanted it to be. Yeah. Alright. We're in the Fisherman's Guild. That's where we're going. Yeah, it's an unfortunate consequence of me wanting to keep the character in character as much as possible. That's why fishing is actually an odd one for Pieter, because you just attacking these poor fish. But you have to if you want to get the overall thing for freaking Shadowbringers and Endwalker and freaking Dawntrail. And it's like, all right, fine. So it's not a case where it's like, and Mechanist, I want to see Mechanist. I'm just really excited about the whole, guns thing. That is a really fit Pieter, or White Mage, which is right down Pieter's alley, and everything about White Mage I find very snoozeworthy. This is a case where it actually perfectly aligns, where Pieter wouldn't like it, and I also wouldn't like it with the fisherman. Ah, there you are, Pieter. We can exhale easy. I'm pleased to say I slipped back via a side street, and Sisyphus was none the smarter. On the subject of Sisyphus, I've been meaning to explain and elucidate why I'm so worried about telling the girl the truth behind this latest little lark of ours. Don't tell the dear girl I divulged this to you, but truth be told, her village was set upon by a suitably savage group of Sahagin when she was just a little less. I'm sure she and Gov would get on great if they got to know each other, but for the time being, I'm disinclined to dredge up any disquieting memories. You understand, yes? And so you'll be dealing with me directly for this particular duty. Firstly, I intend to do a little investigating into what this so-called shooting star is called in the common tongue. In the meantime, might I propose that you treat yourself to a soothing spot of fishing? Well, not if I can help it. Just as so not if it's all the same to you. I will, however, do the survival manual. Ah, Pieter, thank goodness you're here. God's gone off again. This time to Girabanya. We had a rendezvous regarding my research into the disappearance of schools of scarlet fish when a look of realization swept across his skinny face. He dashed away, and I could scarcely ask what was the matter before he shouted one word and dove into the deep waters. The Viladina, that is. As you know, the Viladina River rushes rapidly through the rivers of Girabanya. While I'm not privy to the particulars of this epiphany, he appears determined to cross that dangerous divide. The region may have been emancipated from the Empire's control, but that doesn't mean that people don't brandish their battle arms against a brash beastman from beyond the border. You might track him down before he gets into trouble. Young Gov's got guts, I'll give him that. But it may take more than one angler to reel him in if he gets rowdy. I've contacted our cohorts in Corthus, and they've consented to send an apt acquaintance to accompany you. We've preemptively planned a powwow at Pike Falls. Now fly, friend, and fetch Gov back when he finds himself in a frying pan, figurative or otherwise. Kitty, what are you trying to eat?
Hey, stop, Jack. Stop it.
Yes, he's trying to eat the wires. Yeah, whatever I can find, right? The cat's like, I'm not picky, man, whatever. Not my fault you give me no live food. Evening, Gov. Ah, well. If it isn't Pieter, angler extraordinaire. How fare you these days? I saw him mention that you were in need of a deft hand, and as he's tangled up, as usual, in his struggle for succession, it took on myself to accompany you in this little escapade. Yes, the Sahagin fellow. We just made each other's acquaintance. Saw a large shadow swimming beneath the surface of the Viladina, and when I cast my line, I found him on the other end of it. I was rather surprised to see a beastman so far from home, and what's more, one that took the bait. Primal instincts, I assume. It would seem he got it in his head this river's polluted with ceruleum runoff. He's been swimming to and fro for the gods know how long, trying to find the source. Like as not, he's right about the pollution. There's no short of imperial structures around these parts after all, but as I've been trying to tell him, I'm all but certain it's entirely unrelated to the disappearance of his beloved shooting stars, for as you see, what could the Finless know of rivers and seas? There's only one shorewalker I know with the authority to speak on such matters, and his name is Wawalugo. Stubborn little bugger, isn't he? He won't listen to a word I say. I've tried to explain to him countless times that me and my fellow fishing enthusiasts are every bit Wawalugo's equal when it comes to knowledge of the waters, but to no avail. The day a Sahagin heeds the counsel of a shorewalker on such matters is the day the seas dry up. Oh, is that so? Then we'll just have to prove here and now that we're worth our salt. To that end, I'd propose a contest. As you may know, the deep Belladonna carp inhabit these waters. If we can reel in 3 before you can spear the same number, we'll agree to our angling acumen as the equal of your own. Do you have a deal? Do we have a deal? Yeah. Well, he certainly took the bait easily enough. All right, I'm counting on you, Pieter. Go catch us 3 big uns. You're not going to help? No, I thought I'd be the fishing. Perish the thought. Coming up against the spearfishing of the Sahagin isn't something I like my chances with. You're far more capable than I. Oh, don't worry, though. If I'm right, our friend is likely to resort to the same methods he uses in saltwater fishing. But that's all he knows. We both know that the appropriate angling techniques differ from river to river, as from sea to sea. Use this to your advantage, and Godspeed. Alright, well in that case, I'm just going to use the same lure that I use all the time. Belladonna carp. What if I catch one of those alligators over there? Okay. Oh man, I already got an hour and a half left. Flying through this pretty fast. Lots and lots of fishing. That's what we're doing. Belladonna salmon. That's not what I need. I need the Belladonna carp. So yeah, I'm a fishing streamer now. You just stream me fishing. Oh, oh no. Yep, hit the wrong button. Sounded like no mask over there. Huh? You're trying to like move your controller over to get to something.
Yeah.
It sounds a little bit like no mask from Spirited Away. You're like, I know you. You look like somebody that I used to know. I still do, but I used to also. the black belladonna carp, which is not the fish I want. I want the deep belladonna carp, which is a different fish, obviously. Maybe night crawlers will give me what I need. No. No, we're just going to fish. Fish is the F word around these parts. No, do you want to go fishing? How dare you? Get out of my house. Don't talk to me or my family ever again. So you had Final Fantasy XIV open, it's your game. I heard the music and freaking thinking it had open. You know, sorry. You want to watch me fish? It's fishing. Now we have Belladonna grass carp, which is a different fish. We've caught literally everything but the fish we need to catch. We even caught a Belladonna carp, but it wasn't the right Belladonna carp. We need the deep Belladonna carp. Heart sank. Yeah. Well, yeah, you don't want to just be like, in the game and just not doing anything, obviously. Sounds like your heart's had a tough morning. Between the kids saying, I took my medicine by myself, Mom. And now, oh no, I'm on the game. I am not ready to be on the game. I don't have anything prepared on the game. You want to come up or what? Yes, Marzipan has arrived. Kitty says hello. God, yeah, I can see that one being exciting. Uh-huh. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yes, kitty, she's so cuddly.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. So we're fishing. Again. I would love for the lines for fishing to be separate from now you have to pass this gate to continue to the rest of the lines. How are we supposed to catch 3 deep Belladonna carp? What's the secret, game? What's the thing you're not telling me? What secrets are you holding? If I had access to a computer, I could research. But no, we're just going to sit here and wait for the game to decide that I've caught whatever it is I'm supposed to catch. I'm using neither at the moment, because I was using Versatile Lure for a really long time, and nothing was happening. So I tried switching.
There's a power or
Mm-hmm. So I'm back to Versatile Lure. Mm-hmm. Some digging suggests it's an annoying uncommon. Salmon Rose most likely, but grain of salt there and all. Yeah. So, you know what? We have already spent 10 minutes on this, which tells me the correct move is to buy the dang fish. I appreciate the help, by the way. Please tell me this is not something I have to get myself. Can't buy it. Looks like oof. The deep salmon, no, the deep Velodynia, whatever's behind your question. Deep Velodynia carp. For the 63 fishing quest. And the only way to get it is to fish it out of the river. And there are no shortcuts. You have to just sit there and fish for the remaining hour and 20 minutes of the stream until it decides to drop. Say goodbye to your family and just fish. Callisto will be taking over the stream for a bit. The merchant mentor's up there to buy the salmon roe. Understand, this is after last week I rage quit. You can try to help? Thank you, Bernie. This is after last week I rage quit because I tried to catch a fish for over 2 hours and failed. And looked it up online and it said you have to have clear skies.
Can you get me to the bite?
Sure. Catch and trade it to you. That would be wonderful. That'd be wonderful, Bernie. I appreciate it. But yeah. It tells me, oh, you sense the mark nearby. Not there. Nope. Yes. There's the salmon roe. Knock yourself out. Yes, last week I rage quit. Overfishing. Hi, kitty. What's up, sweetheart? Wait till I'm going to give it a go. I appreciate it, Bernie. Yes? Where you've put it. Mm-hmm. Mark for the quest, arousing reunion detective. So it tells you it's right here. It told me a little while ago it was right there too.
Yeah, I was looking back in my memory and I'm like, I think there was near a waterfall.
Mm-hmm. She caught it on the first try.
Well, you weren't even in the right place, so you weren't even in the right place. That's why you couldn't catch it before.
Mm-hmm. Freaking fishing, man. What's up, kitty? You're doing very well. LOL. Lots of love.
Oh my goodness, you're
Yeah.
sexy.
So, Bruni, I appreciate the help. Apparently, Callistoy is about to get it for me on her own. I had a fishing expert in the room. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. But he wasn't even in the right place. When I got over here near the waterfall, it said I was in the right place.
It told me it was in the right place too, but
Oh,
that's
well.
okay. You clearly did a better job than I did because you got it on the first three tries. You got the three fish
I
you needed.
remember being frustrated too, because I'm like, I remember getting it near a waterfall. I think you're the wrong mission. It's not even, you're not even on the right one.
Mm-hmm. Nope, I was laughing under the desk the whole time. Saw your face when you said she got it the first try. Yep, yep, that's definitely a clip right there. It's just like, cool. As I expected, Gob was having difficulty adapting to freshwater fishing. Even the water itself seems to be irritating his skin. Still, we mustn't underestimate him. Hurry and catch those carp. You know what? I got my girlfriend to do it for me. Fine work as always. You never cease to amaze how quickly you assess the swimming patterns of our prey, even for unfamiliar waters. Yep, this was all my skill. I'm just that good. Let's call Gob back and settle this once and for all. Hi, sweetheart. Yes. Well, would you look at this? Peter cast, hooked, and reeled in 3 carp before you even set your sights on a single one. How does it feel to lose to a land dweller, Goff? Yeah, I did this all by myself. I did not expect fishing in fresh waters to be so arduous.
For a shore walker like you to outfish a Sahagin.
Wiping for the wind, indeed.
There are no words to express my shame.
Maybe now you realize there's some worth to what you have to say. Now, shall we return to the topic of the shooting stars?
Capable fisherman you may be, but I have already found my answer. The shooting stars have disappeared because this river has been assaulted by Carillium spilling out of its waters.
Now really, we don't have shame in my fish language. Yes. And if you would let me finish a sentence for just once, I'd tell you this isn't so. Why, your prize fish aren't even native to this river. I've discovered beyond a shadow of a doubt they hail from further to the east. Oh, really? You see, I came to these parts for business. As Pieter knows, my true profession is to ensure that my client's enemies sleep with the fish. In my spare time, I took a liking to reeling in those fish. Needless to say, I often have occasion to chat with the locals about their favorite fishing spots. So I asked around, based upon information relayed to me by Wabalugo, pressing anglers from eastern lands and the whereabouts of fish resembling the shooting star's description. I was able to gather that there are indeed massive schools of bright scarlet fish measuring 60 elms in length, swimming in the waters near the Isle of Thavnia on the Near East. That's what I meant. And so
60 elms. These are no shooting stars. The fish from my clutch so cherished dwarf even you in size, shore walker.
Would you let me finish for once, would you? Furthermore, in East Arthnard I found fish of the self-same appearance of those in Thavnia, red as blood, but this time a mere 20 elms in length.
It all makes sense now. The shooting stars my clutch were fully grown. They begin life in the Far East as slight hatchlings, gradually growing to gargantuan size as they journey to the west.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been trying to tell you from the start. If the numbers that embark on the rite of passage have dwindled to all but nothing, it stands to reason that whatever happened in the vicinity of their spawning beds. That said, we still have a lot of ground, or water, to cover before we can fully ascertain just where their nursery is located. While the fishers of the East have seen fish fitting the description of the shooting stars, they were no more knowledgeable about where these fish originate than what we are. Thankfully, I've already managed to establish a good rapport with the anglers of these parts. Would that you'd be so kind as to return to Lenosha and give Master Wabalugo a report at length, while I ask about and search for some further clues. I'll be in touch as soon as I can find a lead to go on. Yes, I love you too, sweetie. And you there, I do hope you learned your lesson about underestimating the talents of shore walkers. Try to avoid jumping to conclusions next time we meet, won't you? See ya. Yep, off you go.
Loath as I am to admit it, she's right. Forgive me for my arrogance, shore walker. I can assure Master Wabalugo that you will have my ear in the future. I thank you for your aid.
Back to Fisherman's Bottom. Do you even have ears? I mean, my ears are quite extensive. Yours are kind of invisible. They have holes. That counts as ears, right? Holes where the sound goes in. They gave them up to the last person who had ears. Right. They gave them up to the last person who had his ears. Right. Ho, ho, ho. Sounds like you and this Reyna bird battered and buried Gov's bravado. I'd expect nothing less from one of the most prominent pursuers. Piscators? I don't know that word. Piscators is Eorzea has to offer. That Reyna sounds like quite the lass. And nothing gets the heart beating faster than a bunny bait caster than a basket of bream, eh? Sure, if you say so. Ho, ho, a man after my own heart. A shame this Reyna doesn't frequent these parts more often. I can provide her with pointers on perfecting her fishing posture. Yes, just like so. Oh, don't give me that grimace. Old Womalugo may be beyond his courting years, but like any Lenoshan wine, my appeal only is augmented with age. Any road. So you say our lovely lady will drop us a line by link pearl when she has a lead for us. Superb. I'll practice my powers of passionate persuasion in the meantime. Why don't you hone your casting hand as one of our favorite fishing holes in the meantime? Yep. Testing new waters. The fisher you've learned, Mooch 2. Nope. Peter, I have auspicious news. Auspicious indeed, for the ravishing, and so I reckon Reyna has ascertained the site of the shooting star's spawning bed. It's just as she thought. After they hatch, the Red Rovers ride the raging current of the Ruby Sea that rush from east to west. So it is, they eventually emerge in the edge of Lenosha. Of course, the moment I mentioned this mode of information to Gavi marched right to the coast saying he had a mission to make for the Ruby Sea. While I appreciate his ardor, I do hope he doesn't intend to swim all the way there. After all, it takes schools of shooting stars twice his size quite some time to spend that distance, and they have the current to carry them along. Meanwhile, Reyna herself did the sensible thing in setting out in a sailing vessel. Ah, how I yearn to travel the exotic locales yonder like you young'uns. Ah, but any sudden sabbaticals would be strikingly suspicious, especially to the ever-skeptical Sisyphus. Any road, Reyna sails the seas even as we speak. You'll want to seek her out in the port town of Kagane. Oh, and do relay to her the most recognizable of regards. A rousing wink of the right eye should suffice. Ha ha! Alright, Kagane. Wasn't that the female lead in Inuyasha? Hey there, Reyna. Oh, there you are. Even for a veteran fisherwoman who prides herself on her patience, that felt like an eternity. What took you so long? Well, you know, I hit the crystal and then it took a good 3 seconds. Then again, I suppose we've been waiting even longer after God. I heard that he's taken upon himself to swim all the way here, though I can't say I'm all that surprised. Anyhow, to business. I was able to determine what the locals call a fish that best matches the description of Sagine's shooting stars. The most likely candidate is known as the Haratsuge. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Unfortunately, all of the fishermen I spoke to insist that they haven't seen them near the shores of the lake. But don't worry, as I have a plan. If we've exhausted our options on the surface, why not turn to others more in tune with development from the depths? I speak, of course, of the Koja. A tribe of aquatic beastmen, not unlike your friend Gov, but hopefully is more agreeable. If anyone can enlighten us about the life under the Ruby Sea, I dare say it's them. What say we venture out of that port in Tamamizo and see what they can tell us? I'm definitely down for that. Kitty's like, well, that side's not as nasty tasty. Pick that up and do that eventually. All right. Well. Oh, easier. That'll work. Sweetie. Sumitsubo. You smell of fish. Does that mean, then, that you are a fisher from above?
If you enjoy hunting fish up there, then I'm sure you will take pleasure in hunting them down here as well. You cannot use rods or wheels underwater, though. No, you'll need a spear to strike your prey swiftly and silently, like the Kojin. I suppose you'd call it spearfishing. Would you like a lesson in spearfishing? If you should see any of my blue brothers outside, I'm sure they'd be glad to show you how it's done. Okay, I can't be the only person irritated that the green turtles call themselves the blue. The red turtles call themselves the red. That makes sense. The green turtles call themselves the blue. Because they're colorblind? Aha, a talking fish and a large one at that. What will they think of next? A talking fish is a friend of yours, perchance. What brings him here, and you, for that matter?
Oh, we're just trying to look for fish.
You come in search of fish with shimmering scarlet scales. Well, that spawned in these waters and traveled to the western seas. Yes, such a fish was once plentiful here, but I feel we've not seen them of late. They've disappeared from the Ruby Sea as well. Then we have to come all this way for nothing. You're a picky one. Surely you're aware there are other fish in the sea, or far tastier ones at that. I'd be happy to show you how to catch some of our more delightful delicacies. The shooting stars are not for eating. They are for watching. Have you ever taken time to admire the seas in all their beauty? Well, you're an interesting one indeed. I've never thought to appreciate the beauty of my meals, but perhaps that is something to what you say. I will do what I can to help you find these shooting stars of yours, but no, the fish you seek grow fewer and fewer in number by the day. The massive schools, once seen swimming in droves in the open waters, are no more. If any remain, you're likely to find them in the waters near Shoal Rock. Truly, the shooting stars still remain. You heard the turtle man, my friends. We must swim to this Shoal Rock without delay. Eager as ever, isn't he? Well, I admire his enthusiasm. I'd form a more solid plan of action before we go rushing off. Care to join me at the Isle of Becco, Pieter? Yeah, sure, why not? All right. Torgal. Torgal is best boy. My favorite part of Final Fantasy 16. And you get him in Final Fantasy 14, so, yeah. Take from that what you will. As you might have expected, Garv has already plunged himself into the depths below. It might be a while before he comes back up. Zargin seemed to forget the passage of time down there. But where was I? Oh, yes. There was one small favor I'd ask of you before we go off in search of the Haratsuge. Remember, our mission is not only to find out whether they still exist, but also to learn the cause of their dwindling numbers, and determine whether the damage is reversible. As such, I'd like you to catch me 3 of the immature shooting stars, or Sargasprogs, if you will, that inhabit these waters. And do be careful when you unhook them. They need to be in pristine condition for observation. Will you do that for me? In the meantime, I'll hunt down a proper vessel to give our catchers enough room to swim around. I'd rather not face God's wrath if they go belly up before he returns. Okay. We're just going to try burst all over and see what happens.
If while I'm trying this method, if anyone wants to look up exactly how to catch the Hertsuge sprags, I would be grateful for the help. Well, I found a fatty herring, so there's that. I do have a master fisher called Wifey. She's also playing Final Fantasy XIV. She stopped her game. Google says hand your controller to the Callistoy. I'm trying to catch the frickin' Hertsuge sprags, and they're like, well, Callistoy can do the job. It's like, she can. She is very good at that. You're not wrong. She's playing her own game. She's busy. That's how we all agreed on Wifey. I mean, again, that is the correct answer. That's a meme now. That's just how it goes. I mean, it's correct. What's that?
Metal Spinner or Latchman or Versatile.
I have the Versatile lure. And they say 35 5.2. All right. We'll go there. So yes, we'll give the controller to the wife because that is the correct move.
You can try it first.
Callistoy's over here like, well, I mean, I am playing my own game, so you could try first. Like, okay.
Well, the thing is that you might be able to get it yourself once you get to the location.
Mm-hmm.
You know how better to navigate.
Yeah. I've got that part down. I'm just bad at fishing, and everyone agrees that Callistoy is the correct person to have fish. Okay, I am going too far. 5.2. So 35. One of the things that keeps me from getting real far on the alt is thought of doing this stuff again. Okay. 35.9, 5.2. This is the correct spot to go fish. Alright, go fish. The mark for the quest, search for the spawning grounds, has been detected. Yep. My wife is so sweet and supportive, and she's like, see, you did it all by yourself. Good job. Yes, I'll need to mooch. She's a helper. She is. I'm just having flashbacks to kindergarten. See, you did it. Good job. Yes. Callistoy, meanwhile, is doing quests with her alt instead of stuff with Callistoy, the character. Before kindergarten teacher so much.
How did you do that?
Callistoy wants details. Okay. It may be too early to say this, but I think she was supportive a little too early. I still haven't caught the fish yet. Give her the role on Discord of Master Fisher. That's actually a really good plan. That's going to be a second role. She's, of course, the wife. That's knowing how to read and spell my name and write and had opinions of how my name was spelled. A common first name that is spelled slightly differently. My mother spelled wrong to confuse everyone. Yes, those are fun. Ah. Yes, that neurodivergence. That is apparently a problem now. Yes, you're too smart. But yes, I run into problems like that too. I had to do some. Yeah. You always wondered why you were never sent to a gifted program? I always thought I was gifted too. Mm-hmm. And you weren't in it. Ben Hammer's like, I've actually been to a gifted program. You are not missing out at all. We're rounding up all the social misfits and putting a scarlet A on you.
Oh, so because I was a good girl, they're like, no, we're not putting her in there.
She's like, oh, so I was labeled a good girl and therefore didn't get put in that group. Oh, that's fun. I caught a Haratsage Sprague without even realizing it. Uh-oh. I gotta check and make sure I'm not throwing them back. If I caught it and I didn't realize it, that's not good. Had him fooled better than the rest of us. Yes. See, there's a second one. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! I am doing this all by myself. Callistoy, look, I'm doing it by myself. I can fish all by myself. Okay, so I caught the dang fish. Let's go. Yeah, that is definitely going to be a me moving forward. Slap the quest giver with a fish. Oh man, you know I will really enjoy doing that. Just, there's your freaking fish. Now, what? What? Bring it.
You know, I did end up rage quitting the fishing quest because of the harpooning, because I couldn't figure it out.
Okay, we have bad news. Callistoy rage quit the fishing quests also due to harpooning.
Yeah, because they don't tell you how to set up the harpooning.
No, they don't tell you how to do harpooning at all. In discussing the Hartsuge with local fishermen, I was able to learn that they're a type of herring. I suppose they're most recognizable by their striking color. Would you ever define them? Oh, you mean these pink fish? Incredible. Why, even at this size, they truly are breathtaking to behold, are they not? Confining them to a bucket feels like a crime. At any rate, let us wait for the Finn friend to return.
They're far smaller than the ones I remember. But there can be no doubt about it. These are indeed shooting stars. It eases my heart to know they still swim among us. Pieter, Rainer, words cannot suffice to express my gratitude. I have searched for so long in waters familiar and foreign, all to no avail. For Pieter here to find them in such a short span of time. It is clear his knowledge of and passion for the sea are without compare.
Yep, that's me. I love fishing. Always happy to be of service. And now, Garv, I would take them to a proper expert to have them classified and examined. Worry not, I'll take care of them. You have my word.
You have more than once proven yourself. I will leave it in your capable hands. In the meantime, I will return to that talking turtle to share knowledge of what we have found. Perhaps he can enlighten us further.
I'll exercise the utmost care in delivering the Haratsuga to Absalm and Ishgard. We must ascertain their precise physiology and whether or not they suffer from some sort of illness. In the meantime, I would appreciate if you could tell Guildmaster Wawalugo we will contact him as soon as our observations turn up fruit. Isn't this exciting, Pieter? I can scarcely wait to see where this leads us next. Yep. More fishing. That's what it's going to lead us to. Time to speak with a kindly Kojin. So yes, Calistory was frustrated by the spearfishing. I actually found the spearfishing to be refreshing, a nice change of pace, and I in fact like it way better than fishing in any other part of this game.
Oh look, the guy that gives you a spear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember getting the spear and then not remembering anything else at all.
My wife is talking about her experience with spearfishing. She got the spear and then couldn't figure out anything after that.
You wish to hunt fish with a spear? Why, it's as easy as breathing underwater. And considering you're not blue in the face, I can tell you'll master this skill in no time at all. First, you'll need to search for the fish gather. When you've found a suitable school of fish, steady your spear and strike with a quick and fluid thrust. That, in a clamshell, is the art of spearfishing. Of course, these explanations mean nothing if you've no spear to practice. Here, take one of mine. If you look around, you'll find promising prey close by. Farewell, friend, and happy hunting.
I'm going to spear these fish and then throw them back. A big hole in the side of the head. Now able to obtain fish via spearfishing. In order to do so, you must first equip a spearfishing gig as your secondary tool. By using the action Fathom, you'll be able to locate teeming waters as you explore the ocean. With your spearfishing gig in hand, you can interact with these teeming waters to catch fish. Gigging. Unlocked. Giggity. And teeming waters are home to many different types of elusive creatures. It's these locations you can use to gig to land catches that normally ignore a fishing line. Man, there's a lot of new actions I learned.
Man, I don't add that to your bar at all. I'm trying to remember all that you needed to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, fish eye. Remember fish eye?
Mm-hmm. Truth of Oceans is what I need.
and Shark Eye, and Shark Eye 2. And Fathom. To the northeast. So this is as close as you guys are going to get to seeing Kala's story.
Oh.
She's camera shy. Mm-hmm. Food does sound really good. Oh. Mm-hmm. I need to equip the spear if I'm going to be doing this. Alright. So... Spearfishing is a method of procuring fish underwater by using a gig to strike fish as they pass through teeming waters. Nearby fish will notice their actions in the teeming waters. However, if their wariness grows too high, the fish will disperse, ending your spearfishing attempt. Whoops. Whoops. I got one. Personal record for average. Personal record for big. New personal record for average. Personal record for average. And the fish flee. Spearfishing interface. Here's how it works. That thing you just did. Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, I found spearfishing to be downright playable. Unlike everything else fishing related. Because it's not really fishing. Oh. That Time Worn Gig and Skim map. Nice. Alright, well, I'm going to use the restroom. Did we want to eat food at home rather than the order?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Yep, it's all good. Alright, let's go back to Fisherman's Bottom. Thank you for looking out for me. You're awesome. Fantastic, friend.
You've found the ever-elusive fish. Now begins the tall task of finding a way to ward off their waning numbers and see them flower and flourish once more. Alas, though I say we, there's little I can do to lighten the load. Not with Sisyphus watching me so warily, at least. Why, Wolful Wabalugo can't even partake in a proper pint without her protests, much less peel away to whisper our plans with little link pearl. I suppose there's not to do but bide my time and mind my own business until Reyna regales me, or regales us, with her latest report. Sure. I have learned double hook. Double is good. Yes, yes. I like plan of double. Hooray. Have you done the boat fishing before? Wife was just talking about ocean fishing. He's like, you need to use the double mount on the boat fishing. I have not done the boat fishing because I don't have the patience to wait for the thing. And, oh yeah, I also hate fishing games. And so I was like, I don't want to do it. Wife insists, oh, no, this helps you become a better fisher. And it's actually a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. And I'm just going to like, good for you. You can enjoy it.
You normally catch fish faster on there than you do normally.
Mm-hmm. So wife is explaining you catch fish faster there. It does not take as long as you think. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And it is a lot more fun. And yeah, you level quickly. Like wife is saying all of these things over here.
Have at least a whole block and a half of your inventory open for the fish.
You need to have a huge amount of your inventory open for fish because you're going to catch them all. And it's going to fill up the whole inventory. That's what wife is saying. Yes, she's agreeing with me, restating what she said.
But if you work at it, you can get them out.
If you work at it, you can get them out. Is the mount the giant whale that goes through space that carries 8 people?
I'll need to bring it up again.
I mean, if it is, I'd be willing to do it. But otherwise, I'm good. Tip-top timing, Peter. Reyna's mailed me a massive... Well, Lugo, I already didn't like fishing. Why are you like this? Why are you alliterating everything? Tip-top timing, Peter. Raynor's mailed me a missive saying she's wrapped up her research into shooting stars and is ready to report the results she's reaped. Finally, a clue to help us crack this confounding case. This is no time to tarry. Get yourself to God's grip. Why, I think I'll even steal away from Sisyphus' spying eyes and scoot on over there with you. There's always a bigger fish. Oh, no teeming waters here? Really? Are you sure? Oh there, Peter. What'd you call me? The ravishing Reyna should be arriving any moment now to regale us with our report. 1,000 pardons, Master Wabalugo, but I feel there's been a change of plans. My fellow fishing enthusiast has made for Kagane, and I'm here to deliver our findings and intercept... Oh, this is going to be the guy. Yes, this guy. Ansam! I thought you'd be busy keeping that barbarous brother of yours from running roughshod over the disgruntled intelligence of your tenants. Indeed, I cannot stay for long, so allow me to share what we have found, which I fear is not as much as we had hoped. We studied the sprags Pieter caught in hope of finding some clues to what might affect them, but we could identify nothing out of the ordinary. Nor is there any sign that aught is amiss in the waters they inhabit. That's a relief, yet baffling and bewildering all the same.
It's all's well in the waters of the Ruby Sea. Whither could the shooting stars have shuttled off to? The other day I had occasion to speak with an angler acquaintance from Razatan. As he told it, he had not seen the denizens of the deep matching the Haratsake's description in his domain either. Which means, whatever it is that ails and afflicts them is all but certain to be centered around the spawning grounds, striking them when they're scarcely hatched and winnowing their numbers before they can navigate their way westward. A remarkable deduction from one who has scarce left fisherman's bottom of late, if I have heard true. If only you could travel to the Ruby Sea and investigate for yourself. No telling what you might glean. Would that I could whisk away just like that. But no, if I don't pull back to my barrel and briskly, and Sisyphus comes to know I've been cooperating with her Saiyagin, there's no telling how it'll torture and torment the poor girl. I'll leave it to me and worry not. That means more to me than you could know, Peter. And yet, Anselm's argument has a measure of merit. Wawalugo, you stubborn, self-absorbed, slack-witted stupid head! Ah. For all your vaunted knowledge of fish in the seas, you don't know a goddamn thing about your closest colleague and confidant. The last thing I want to see is you acting all weaselly and wishy-washy. Sisyphus, how in the heavens did you... I followed you, you silly. Would you think you'd really been evading my eyes and ears all this time? And if all the reason for your ridiculous behavior is truly beyond belief... Yes, my home was raided by the Sahagin when I was a child, that is true, but what sort of ignorant fool do you take me for? I know as well as anyone that they are kindly Sahagin in the realm, who care only for protecting their clutch. Why would I begrudge you lending one of them your aid? If you wanted to take a leave of absence, all you needed to do was ask. It's not like you do any work around the guild anyway. Sisyphus. Yeah. I think I couldn't be so thick-witted in taking in the thought of a lovely lass. And with that, Peter, I do say it's time to set sail for Kagane. You'll be heartened to hear that I spent a spell in the Far East in my younger years. I'll be on my own way in short order. In the meantime, might I ask you a minor favor? Head over to Hinagashi ahead of me and engage the local denizens of discourse. See if there's aught you can learn of the anomalies of the Ruby Sea compared to times past. Now that you mention it, Reina spoke of a fishing village that once had dealings with the Kojin. I believe the village was called Isari. I can make no promises, but it may be as good a place as any to begin your search. Isari it is, then. Investigate the village and inquire about the inhabitants, and I'll see you in Kagane when you've been through with the task. Good to see this two coming to an understanding, is it not? In any event, I must return to see that my brother has not done too much damage in my absence. Safe travels, and may our journey to the Far East be a fruitful one. Looks like your cat is petting you back. Yes, she does. She tries to pet me back. Very much so. What's great is when she will, reach up and, claw my neck because she's trying to pet me. And she's just like, aw. It's like, really, kitty? They're like, I love you so much. I love you this much. It's like, thanks, sweetheart. She really is.
Her paws are meeting right now.
Yeah, they said that she was petting me back. She's got the twitchy ear going on. Yeah, today has just been a marzipan day. Yeah, it's been a marzipan kind of day. She's just like, I need cuddles. Yeah. I taught him enough was enough when he kept insisting on going outside in the middle of the night, and I was like, no. And he's just like, I don't want to listen to that. And he kept going.
I gave him a low growl, and he was like, "Oh no," and so he's been a lot more respectful. Indeed, there was a time when our village had regular dealings with the Kojin. Oh, there's much less gray in my hair when this was so. Yes, I dare say some 25 years have passed since then. In those days, Isari was known for the Sume Festival, a grand event held once a year. Isari fishers, and Kojin alike, would join together to ensnare the great giant plesiosaurs that disturb the waters and offer them in tribute to the kami of the sea. Their calm might return to the oceans. And then the Galileans came, and traditional religious observations were abolished, and what a Sume festival is now a thing of the past. Our once close bonds of friendship with the Kojin faded over the years. The Kojin particularly enjoyed a certain fish found only in the glittering basin of Yanxia, the Fangshi, if memory serves. As a regular offering of this delicacy that convinced them to join us in our festivities, but, oh goodness, that was a long time ago, and our village has become much more insular since then. These days, there's scarcely anyone in Isari who remembers what a dang fish even looks like, let alone know how to snare one. You gotta catch the dang fishy. When I was just a little girl, my father would invite his Kojin friends to dine with us. They'd bring us all manner of strange-looking fish from the depths. At first I was hesitant to taste them, but I soon found they were quite delicious. I was only a small child then. My memories are hazy at best. Perhaps one of the older villagers may be able to tell you more. I hear in the old days, old Isari fishermen would venture out in the open and seas in hopes of hooking all manner of marvelous catches. Nowadays, there's a little point in venturing far beyond the coastal shallows, where the vast majority of fish reside. Now that you mention it, I also recall hearing tales from my father of a festival held in years past, where we would welcome outsiders to Isari in a celebration of the art of fishing, though of the details I fail to remember little. What's up, sweetie? Mm-hmm. She's such a sweetheart. She's purring up a storm. Hey there, Wawalogo. To smell the soothing sea breeze with a buxom beauty by my side. This is the life, isn't it, Peter? Oh, I forget myself. Did you find anything of our fish foray into Isari? A fishing festival that features the feeding of a giant plesiosaurs, the deities of the deep, you say? Give Wawalogo a moment to mull this one over. But of course, it's not a sullying of the seawater that's responsible for the shooting star's plight, but rather the proliferation of a predator who preys upon them. Allow me to explain and elucidate. I have some passing familiarity with this plesiosaur, which the man spoke. More fiend than fish. Suffice to say, it feasts on smaller fry with utterly fearsome ferocity. When the festival was in full swing, Isari fishermen and their Kojin friends hunted the hunters, as it were, leaving smaller swimmers of all stripes, the Hirosage for one, to persist and prosper. Now that it's fallen out of fashion, the plesiosaurs rampage and run rampant, devouring the fledgling fish of the sea before they can reach full maturity. All we need to do is restore and revive the tradition, and the situation is as good as solved. But from what Peter says, that would require cooperation of the Kojin. How are we to get them to agree? Not a single angler in Isari able to catch this dang fasci which they so favor. Ha! A trifling task, my lovely lass. If the... You need my attention right now? If the Isari are incapable of doing the deed, we can simply snare a dang fishy or two ourselves. Surely this is well within the powers of puissant pescateurs like ourselves, is it not? Rain and I'll go grab young Gove, and
We'll gather again in Yentia.
Sure. Cat is definitely petting me. Yeah, right, hon? Mm-hmm. He does, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. She's like, Mommy, Mommy.
Ready to go fishing, friend? Remember, a couple of those Dingfangshi are all we need to bring the festival back in fashion and see that Sergei flourish. There's one thing that worries old Wolago. The old fisherman said there wasn't an angler at all of Bessari who knew how to catch one of them. That got me thinking. Perhaps a simple line and lure won't suffice to star one of the specimens we seek. So I was listening to the locals, who shared some intriguing information in response to my inquiries. But the Fangshi are said to reside in the Glittering Basin. It seems they are a cautious and chary creature, and few of the fellows who've actually laid eyes on the fish. So I sought out the guidance of a grizzled old angler, and he said that he was hunting for the ichthyosaur near the sunken junk when he espied the shadow of a Dingfangshi in the distant depths. If they're scared of swimming near the surface, diving deep and trying your hand with a trident, our old friend Gov might afford you an advantage. In any event, it seems knowledge of the truth of oceans should at least give you a place to start. And with that, they'd best be getting up to the Glittering Basin as well. Godspeed and good luck in reeling in the Dafangshi. And I look forward to greeting you when you've triumphed in the task.
"20 more minutes till the end of the scheduled end of stream." So what am I trying to do? Spearing ichthyosaurs near the sunken junk should draw the Defengshi out of the depths. So I'm looking for the ichthyosaurs. How many have I caught? Yep. It's something like catching 8, if I remember correctly. All right. All right, Ev. Elusive sea creature lurks nearby. We are almost done with today's stream. I'm gonna turn in that dang fishy. Good news is I picked up a lot of fish to sell. From the gleam in his eye and the grip of the trident, I gather Gov's got a good thing going there. How fare you in their fishing efforts? Draw on the truth of oceans and hunt down those ichthyosaurs near the sunken junk. Fine fishing, Peter. Yes, those are the dang fishies. Beyond the dram of the doubt. They made themselves manifest when you were engaging their eyes with other fish, you say. Curious component, indeed. Anyway, I'm relieved to report that Gov's spearfishing has also proved a spectacular success. With this, we should have enough to reel in the Kojin, figuratively speaking, and entice them to engage with the Isarian Nu. So let's carry this catch back to Isari and convince the villagers to let us carry on with the plan we've contrived. Here's hoping they're just as delighted with this development as we are. Here's hoping. If it might trouble you with the trifling task, Peter, I ask you go to alone. After all, Isari has only just been freed from the fetters of the Empire. And his relatives are surely still only acclimating themselves to the arrival of outsiders. For my part, I'll stay behind and see if I can't spear myself a few more dang fishies for our Kujing friends. Though we have ourselves quite the haul already, the more the merrier, eh? Why don't you wander back to Isari and share our catch with that Jisao chap? You can journey to and join us to Temamizu when you're through. I'd like nothing more than to revive the Waradam Sumi festival, but the Kojin would never entertain our plea, not without an offering of dang fishy, at least. There's some defangshis. Why, these are the defangshi. You went all the way to Yangshi to catch these for us. Oh, I have no words, friend. You're far too kind and far more worthy fisherman than I. To think that I would live to see the day when Isari emerged from the shadows of the Empire to reclaim the glory of our past. I'll round up the young'uns, and we'll begin preparations for the festivities at once. Well, that's good. In the meantime, pray deliver the dang fishes to the Kojin in my stead, with my fondest regards. It would go far toward the reforging of bonds of friendship that our peoples once shared. Indeed.
Welcome back, friend. Gov said you come bearing a gift from the village of Isari. Dare I hope that it is what I think it may be.
Yep, here's a basket of the thing she's.
Why, I've not seen such a hollow Defangshi like this in, well, I don't know how many years. It may be my honor to join you in reviving the festivities of old. There is, however, but one rub. I'm ashamed to admit this, but I'm somewhat younger than my appearances might suggest, and my knowledge of the Watatsumi is limited at best. All I know, or all I ask for is time. Time to seek the wisdom of my elders, and bring my brothers and sisters around to your cause. Worry not, there may be many here in Telemizu with fond memories of the olden days. If there's anything I can do to help, you need only seek the word. Speak the word. I'll do anything to see the shooting stars. That's true, yeah. Return to the seas as soon as possible. I, too, will do what I'm able to see this festival a smashing success. First things first, I'll head back to the guild and gather all the knowledge I can glean. Yes, I dare say that right at my desk is a comprehensive compendium of fishing festivals from Eorzea to the Far East. Now, there's bound to be something illuminating right within.
Then for my part, I'll head back home and see if Anselm has anything enlightening to share. Besides, he'll never forgive me if he found out we were having so much fun without him. Peter, why don't you head back home with Master Wawalugo? And Gov, you seem to be on good terms with the Kojin. Why not help recruit more of them to the cause? Till then, till we meet again, my friends. All right. Bye.
Back so briskly, are you? I'm happy to have your help, of course, but I dare say you're more than deserving of rest and relaxation after all the toils and travails. What say you practice your pescatorial skills while I pry further into the particulars of the Watatsumi festival? After all, when the time comes, you'll want to be ready to fish and fish like you've never fished before. My God, you just love fishing, don't you? I can see that look in your eyes. Oh there, Peter. How are you holding up? For my part, I'm happy to say that I've housed in the head a wide wealth of wisdom regarding this Watatsumi festival. Are you ready to fish as if your future depends on it? Of course, it's the future of Hatsurugi we're discussing. I dare say it most definitely does. And with Sissipu being sympathetic for once, and sanctioning my sabbatical, there's nothing stopping me from journeying east to join in the festivities. Now, if you'll pardon me, I do believe there's a certain lovely lass awaiting our arrival in Kagane. All right, and we will stop there. We'll pick this up next Sunday. Eventually, we'll get to a point where we don't have to worry about doing all of this, and we can move on to like focusing on improving our max. But until then, hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.